I want to show you what is an example of caring. This is a good news story. You see, we cared in the 1950s when we had an absolute epidemic of polio that was sweeping over our nation. At that time, economists told us the annual cost to deal with polio would be something like $100 billion a year. If you translate that into today's dollars, you're talking more like trillions of dollars, or $1 trillion, and yet those huge costs didn't happen to us. Why? Because someone cared. Because Dr. Jonas Salk teamed up with a private charity. They developed his famous vaccine. They gave that vaccine to President Eisenhower. President Eisenhower, in turn, cared, and he widely distributed that drug all across the United States. Not only did that stop polio, it saved our American budget. And today we spend virtually nothing on polio. This is a caring story. We have another disease, though, that's hurting us today. It's called Alzheimer's. 5 million Americans suffer from Alzheimer's. And we're learning that that number is expected to triple in the next 40 years. The cost to deal with Alzheimer's today is about $172 billion. The cost in 40 years cumulatively to take care of Alzheimer's is projected to be $20 trillion. That's a figure that's greater than our entire national debt today. And by the way, there is no known treatment for Alzheimer's on the horizon. So, all of that $20 trillion will be spent on care because it's a humanitarian necessity. We must take care of people. But a much smarter strategy would be to develop a cure. That's caring. Scientists tell us that we could have a cure in 10 years for Alzheimer's if we'd only put our mind to it. So why aren't we seeking to cure diseases like Alzheimer's or diabetes, juvenile diabetes, heart disease, cancer, Parkinson's disease? How did we possibly get to this point of political malpractice? Because our government, proclaiming to care so much, has created a cadre of overzealous regulators, excessive taxation, and greedy litigators. That's not caring. It's time we care. Because you see, we don't need a big government to develop these cures. What we need is big innovation, big growth, big ideas. That's America. We have smartphones today. Reach into your pocket. You've got it right there. That smartphone can double as your personal medical buddy. You could have an app on your phone and have your physician and your pharmacist as close as your phone. We have supercomputers that have quantum computing. They could data crunch their way to new cures. That's progress.